morning, everybody. Welcome back. About to make some breakfast for my patient. Do a little home health today. It's a little hot wings right here. Give your patient a treat sometimes. Right there for a hot, just getting a hot wings today. One of them Parmesan hot wings. You can give them a treat. When you're doing this kind of work, you're responsible for so much. It's good. It has the pros and cons about being in a hospital setting or nursing home setting. In a setting like this, you only have your one individual that you're taking care of, so you can give them a little quality care. That's the good thing about working in the home. The bad thing is, I won't say the bad thing, the con is you don't have nobody. If it's an emergency, you're the one that has to figure it out. If the light goes out, figure out how to get it out, you know? So that's when you work for yourself. If you work for a company, you can just call the company. You can just make a complaint. It's almost like when you're the landlord, or the tenant. If you're the tenant, you call the landlord. If you're the landlord, you call on the Lord. You call on the Lord above if you're the landlord. Because you got to come out the pocket. You got to come out the pocket. Okay, it's a little raisin bran. Just a little raisin bran. Oh, peel her orange too. Ooh. You know, I was reading this morning. I was reading First Samuel chapter 25, and it was about Abigail and King David and Nabal. I don't know if you guys remember that story in the Bible, but King David men were out in the field, and they protected Nabal men, and everything that they had, they didn't steal from them. They made sure no harm came to them. Anyway, to make a long story short, King David and his men was about to pass through that area where Nabal and his men were. So he sent word saying, hey, you know, I looked out for you. I looked out for your soldiers and your men. I made sure no harm came to them, and I did not steal from them. So he asked Nabal for some meat, some food, bread, water, whatever he asked for. He needed some supplies. Anyway, Nabal was so scandalous and dirty and mean. He acted like he didn't know who King David was, and he said, I have meat and bread and wine and water for my servants, but I ain't got enough for you. So he told him no. So you know King David was hot and heated. He was hot and heated. So so he told his men, strap up, get your swords. So he took about 300 or 400 men, and they was on their way to go kill Nabal, and everybody that was in his household, all his servants, everybody was there. Anyway, his wife Abigail, somebody came and told her about it. So Abigail, real quick, started cooking. She made some raisin bread. She got some meat ready. She got some wine. And she loaded everything up on the donkey. And she didn't tell her husband what she was about to do. Instead, she put everything out on the donkey and she went on. And as she was walking, she ran into King David and she got down on her knees. She got on her knees and she begged him for forgiveness. And she offered him the food, the meat, the wine, the raisin bread, everything, and he took it. And she told him, don't go and kill a foolish man. You are king of the Lord. And when the Lord gives you directions to kill, and then go ahead and kill. But just don't kill out of anger. Just don't kill because you're upset. So David turned around. Him and his men turned around. They took what Abigail gave them and they turned around and they went back to their camp. Abigail went back home. Her husband was there drunk. He had no idea what she just did. She just saved the entire compound and the entire household life. But he had no idea because he was a drunken fool. So my message is marry a King David. Don't marry a Nabal. Don't marry a drunken fool. Because you know what? He's going to put you in harm's way. He may even cause you to even lose your life. So don't marry the wrong king. Because Nabal was a king. But he was a foolish, drunken, evil king. Marry a king like King David. A man that's after God's own heart. So with that saying, last Friday we talked about vagina. Okay? So one of the proper ways that you can take care of your vagina is to be equally yoked. I ain't gonna even say that. One of the proper ways you can take care of it is the first thing you need to do is brush your teeth, floss in between your teeth, use some Listerine, wash your mouth. If you keep your mouth clean, and then your coochie is clean. The same way you take care of your mouth is the same way you take care of your vagina. And don't forget your butt. If you got a big booty, go up in there and clean it. When you take a shower, take your finger about this much, just to where that little white line is, and go in there, not to masturbate or make yourself feel good, just go in there to just dig up in there and clean it out, okay? And then sit in the bathtub too. And, yeah, that's one of the things that you can do for proper vaginal care, okay? Floss your mouth, floss your teeth, brush your tongue, rinse out with some Listerine or some type of mouthwash. Clean your booty real good, especially if you got a big butt. Sit in that tub, and those are some of the proper ways that you could take care of your vagina, because your vagina is just like your mouth. So if your mouth stinks, your coochie stinks. So clean your mouth and start off right there. All right? Okay, you guys. So next time, I'm going to give my, I'll make this a little darker. I like when my hot link get kind of black. So I'm going to make my patients like that too. Get ready to take her some breakfast though. Ooh, y'all want to see her breakfast? Ain't this nice breakfast? She got a little raisin bread. I gave her some sliced oranges. And she got toast. And have to have a treat. You did your medication?
3 times.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I'm about to bring your breakfast right now. Okay. All right, everybody. Have a blessed day. And come back again. And we'll talk soon. All right. Stay blessed. And don't forget, ladies, marry a king like David, not a drunken king like King Nabal. So if you want to read about the stories, it's in 1 Samuel chapter 25. Be blessed. Stay blessed. Love you.